Hey guys, Skylar here. As you can see, baking video number 2 or 3. I don't remember which order I'm posting this in. But either way, you can tell I have a different shirt on. I am on a different day. Because I filmed 2 videos together and then I was tired, so I didn't film anymore. So for the 3rd video, or 2nd, I don't know what order I'm posting these in, I am gonna make some bakery style sugar cookies. But I want to put sprinkles on them. So it's gonna be, you know, the kind where you squish them into the sprinkles so that way they kind of set on top as they bake. So there's a good quantity of ingredients. So I got almost a cup and a half of butter sitting here. I got a whole lot of flour. I hope this is not an incorrect proportion because the instructions, or directions, how you want to say it, they don't tell you what to do. They just tell you what to use. So we're gonna have some fun. There is one change I did make. I did double the vanilla just because of how much butter is in here, how much flour is in here. I'm worried you're not gonna taste the vanilla. So I'm gonna start by just kind of creaming my butter up a little bit just to get it going. And then we're gonna do our usual plop it in and mix it up. So let's have some fun. Alright, so make sure your butter is room temp, otherwise it's not gonna fluff up very well and it's just gonna be a mess. Make sure it's not too warm, because then it just turns to goop. But anyways, you got a sugar put in here and make it nice and fluffy. So I'd say maybe like 3 to 5 minutes, but plop it in. Let's mix it up. Alright, so I'm going to scrape this down a bit, because as you can see it really rose up on my bowl, so let's, oh, I got butter stuff all over me. I really love some buttery sugar. I think I should probably get a napkin for myself here. But yes, I'm just going to go ahead and do the also try not to get this like everywhere in the process. Alright, next up is going to be our vanilla, our eggs. I am going to put both in at the same time because I don't care too much. I'm not too worried about it having trouble incorporating, so let's lift dangerously, shall we? Can I get this into the bowl and not break it? Heck yeah. Alright. And then as usual, mix it up. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and again scrape this down. Yeah, that's pretty combined. I don't see any other things going on. So that's good. Alright. So I'm gonna leave that in there for a moment. I'm just gonna move you aside here. Alright, so we got our flour, and I didn't mix everything in this time, but we got our salt, as well as our baking powder. And then we're just gonna mix it up. This is a little easier, because you're just whisking. Alright. So let's just put that in there. My one concern is this has a lot of flour in it, and this is a pretty, I guess, a rather standard cookie dough recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it all in at once. But what I am gonna do is start by hand, because this will literally go everywhere. This terrible hand mixer I bought for like $13. So I'm just gonna very gently mix this in to get it going, and then probably give it one final go with the mixer at the end, just to kind of make sure everything's pretty well mixed. I have stuff all over here. So much stuff. This spatula is terrible, but it was like free in a sense, so you know. Oh, I'm getting flour everywhere. Alright guys, so this was an absolute pain to mix. So the flour did all mix in. It is not dried out, which is wonderful. Just make sure you don't overwork it, because to my knowledge there's no chilling for this. So I'm gonna try some. That's really delicious, actually. That's really delicious. I'm glad I added the extra vanilla because it's not super strong and there's double the amount. So the recipe did mention you do want to weigh it to about 5 ounces before you crush it in some sprinkles here. I don't know if I want to do that. Because I feel like if I do 5 ounces, I'm going to get maybe like 8 cookies out of this. So I want to make bigger cookies. My hands are clean, by the way, in case you're wondering me doing this. But I only have this much sprinkles. This much dough. So we're going to have a time, actually. This. Hold on, guys. I need to, like, make sure. I wanted to use this, but it's all staticky, so we're not gonna use that. We're gonna wash it, and we're gonna get some parchment paper instead. Alright, not perfect, but it will do. So I still want them to be pretty sizable chunks. So I'm thinking, let's see how that looks. Actually, that might be 5 ounces. Let's try this. Yeah? No? Maybe? Like, I want it to be big, but not too big, so we'll try that. Alright guys, so I'm back. I have it all kind of spaced out, so I did end up weighing them. I ended up out, I'm only 50 grams. Some of them are like 1 or 2 over, but I'm not gonna go crazy with it. Not like I'm selling them. So I'd say make about 50 gram balls. That's still good. They're gonna spread a decent amount because I definitely want giant ones, but I want to make little sandwiches, so I'd rather be able to get at least a dozen out of this. I think I'll get about maybe a dozen and a half. So roll them, and then we're just gonna flatten them out. Just make sure it's nice and flattened. And I'm gonna say give them a good amount of space in between, just to make sure, you know, I'm gonna put this underneath so it doesn't like slide everywhere. Just to make sure you don't squish them. I'm like realizing I don't have enough space to just put my hand in here and not like get, ooh, sprinkles and have a weird shaped cookie underneath, you know. But I'd say spread them out pretty generously when you're doing the sprinkles. Just to make sure, because I don't think they're going to spread much on their own, to be honest. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll show you when I'm done, so hold on guys. Alright guys, so here's what I ended up with, if I can try to get these down here. So I'm only going to do 8 per tray here, because I want to make sure they have plenty of room to spread it if they do, because I don't know what's going to happen, because the recipe does not tell you. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here. I'm going to check them about, I'd say 12 minutes roughly. 10 to 12 minutes I check, because they're definitely thinned out, so check them early if you have any doubts. Just make sure you give them enough room in case they do spread. They do have butter in them, so typically high butter content means spread, so we'll see. So I'll check back in with the results. Alright guys, I am back. The cookies are done, and they came out pretty good for just being little 50 gram nuggets. I did end up getting a pretty good amount, so I have 8 on this tray, I have 8 on my other tray, and I still have some more little dough balls to make. So 8, 8, and 7's what, 25? No, 23. 23, I can't do math. So that's 23, which is basically 2 dozen. That's pretty good. So those were 50 grams a piece. And then I will say, when you're rolling out, make sure your bowl's big enough to fit your whole palm in there. It will make a difference when you're trying to do it quickly. But I did bake these for 12 minutes. I made my other batch for 10 because I just wanted to see there's like a difference there. But let's see if these are truly bakery style. So it looks very fluffy inside. Only the bottom is nice, lightly browned, like you want it. I'd say it's almost there. If they were a little bit thicker. So for me, I think as I squished them out a little bit more and I put them down, that had I maybe left them a little more less flattened out, they probably would have puffed a little bit more, but otherwise they're delicious. I was gonna put some chocolate frosting in between, make little sandwiches, but I think it might be too rich. Like, I will probably only taste chocolate at that point. I will say I'm glad to take the other ones out at 10 minutes because I think they'll be a bit better, a little bit more underbaked. Because when you take cookies out, the pan's still hot, the inside of the cookie's still hot, so it's gonna bake a little bit more. So I will say if you do make these, 350 at 10 minutes is probably your go-to. Maybe check them out like 8-9 inches just to make sure, but these are delicious. But I'll say, if you're gonna make them, do them. Anyways, see you guys.